Good morning. It's Monday, and that can only mean one thing. Another edition of the Monday Market Report. And this is for the week ending January 27th, 2019. So as we come to a close to the first official full month of the year, there's been a lot of surprises, a few hits, a few misses. We're going to talk about a few of them today. You'll see more of the hits than you are the misses, but I figured we'd start out with a coin. As a matter of fact, every coin on this panel today sold on Great Collections, and I'm going to talk about why I talked about all these coins that sold on one site. And it might be a new growing trend in online coin sales, one that you'll want to know about. But this 1972, which, as you can see, is a well-known variety. It's the double die obverse, and this is the die number one. Okay, so it's got the more radical spread on the front of that coin. This one sold on Great Collections, and believe it or not, it sold for a lot less than what the market typically commands for such a coin. But let's go ahead and talk about the grade first. Okay, it grades at NGC Mint State 64. It's a full brown coin, but as you can see, the surfaces are absolutely stunning on this coin. Now here's what's going to kind of surprise a lot of you. This coin only sold for $275.62. That was the final hammer through Great Collections on this coin that sold as of yesterday. And this is the coin that typically at this grade level sells in that $400 to $500 range. So what does this tell us about this coin? Well, it may not tell us anything about this coin in particular, just that the variety market is a little bit soft right now. So these are coins that you could pick up for a relative bargain. But when the market begins to turn back around, you're going to see some of these varieties be some of the coins that are scooped up at a cheaper price today, and they're just going to skyrocket in price back to their normal levels from about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So this was a surprising inclusion in that auction yesterday, and this is a coin I felt like should have been around that $400 mark, and whoever bought it got a nice little bargain out of it. By the time it's all said and done, this individual can make about $100 on the coin after fees and shipping and so on and so forth. But this is my my bargain of the week: 1972 double die obverse number one Lincoln Cent. So we're gonna switch the tracks here a little bit, and we're gonna talk about a whole suite of various awesome coins, 3 of which are Washington quarters. Okay, and then the first one right here is a high graded 1962D Washington quarter. Of course, these 3 coins I'm going to talk about are all 90% silver, so they're the pre-1965 version. This one was graded PCGS Mint State 67, and this one sold for $3,937.50. All right, it's not, it's a 1960s quarter. A lot of folks, are asking the question, why are these selling for so much money in comparison to some of those dates from the 30s, 40s, and 50s? Well, the 1960s quarters are extremely difficult to find in grades above and beyond Mint State 66, whereas some of those earlier decades, you have Mint State 67 pluses, you have Mint State 68s, and even those coins don't quite match up value-wise to what this coin sold for, which is pretty close to $4,000. So 1962D, by the way, is one of the toughest coins to find at this grade level. Okay, but I have 2 other coins that surely outdid this one. And the next one up is a 1961D. This one is also a Washington quarter. This one graded at the same level as that 62D. It's a PCGS mid-state 67. However, this one is CAC certified, and this one has a little bit of toning. The toning on both coins, both the 62D and the 61, preferably I like the look of the 62D just a hair better, albeit the toning is not going to, knock your socks off by any stretch, but it is notated on there. This one sold for a little bit more at $4,063.49. Again, the market for these early 60s Washington quarters is extremely blistering hot right now. I think because the registry set owners of Washington quarters have been neglected for a long time, seeing as how a lot of these 1960s quarters hasn't come out to the market at quite this grade level. So this is another phenomenal looking coin. And coming up next, we have one more Washington quarter, and it's a 1961 Philadelphia, so it has no mint mark on there. However, this one was graded through NGC, and get this, this one's a mint state 67 star designation, so it's got a star on there, CAC certified. This one is the more prettier of the three coins, okay, so that's why it gets a little bonus bump in the eye appeal department, and that's why you have that little star next to the grade right there. So this one sold for $6,669, and this is truly a magnificent example. It's nice to see a nice little round of various high-graded coins of this rarity show up in one auction for 1 week. I think this was part of the Sunset collection, which was a well-known registry set on PCGS, and yeah, the whole set has come to the market. Truly magnificent coins, and I'm sure they're going to list more of them as the weeks go by. So we talked about some Washington quarters, so let's get into a few coins that sold for quite a bit of money. By no surprise, I think the one big surprise is the relative kind of common mintage on a few of these coins. And we're going to start it out with a 1922D piece dollar. Now, when we talk about high dollar rarities in the piece dollar series, they're few and far between. Okay, we talk about the 1921, the 1928 Philly. There's a few of those later dated branch mint coins that are also extremely difficult. Your 27Ds and all that stuff. This coin right here, however, is a well-populated coin. There's a lot of them out there. However, in grades above mint state 65, that's where you run into issues. This one graded PCGS mint state 66 plus, and it is also CAC certified. Now this one, to give you an idea of how tough these are, this particular issue, to find anything above a 65, well, this one sold for $9,450. All right, truly magnificent coin. I mean, it's blast white with just a touch of color on there, and you're not going to see one more clean, more honest looking. I mean, check out the fields and the cheek. Okay, as long as those two areas are really clean and mark free, that's going to be the big selling factor on these coins. Not to be done, however, by this next coin, and it's a 1926 piece dollar. Now this one is a beauty. It graded the same, it graded PCGS mint state 66 plus, also CAC certified. Believe it or not, the Philadelphia version of this date is a little bit tougher than some of its branch mint brethren. Hopefully I said that right. But the Philadelphia minted coins have a lot lower survival rate. Okay, so you're going to see less of these above mint state 65. And even at those 65 levels, these are pretty pricey. People are looking for this date all the time at that grade level and higher. So what does a 66 plus sell for today? Well, this one just so happened to bring in $18,590.62. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of money, and again, it's a hidden gem. Nobody knows that coins of this type and this, I guess, mintage exists. Okay, it's no 1922 or 23 where they made millions of them, but at the same token, this is not a coin that's super uber rare that you can't find them. Now in the grade level, that's a different story, and that's why it commanded, as much money as it is to, buy a Fiat 500 for crying out loud. But 18 grand for a coin like this, I can't really say if it's a bargain or not. All I know is it's pretty rare in this grade. So we are going to wrap it up, okay, with a truly magnificent coin. And honestly, this is a coin, along with the 2-piece dollars and those Washington quarters, that are generally reserved for some of those bigger auctions. Your Legend Morphe, your Heritage, but it's sold right here on Great Collections. And I'm happy to say that this 1884 Indian Princess $1 gold is a truly magnificent example. Okay, just like the quotation on the website for this coin, it looked like it just came off the presses yesterday. Okay, it looks like it was just minted. And so it is a PCGS Mint State 69. How in the world a 130 plus year old coin ends up grading at this level is beyond me. It's well preserved. It's CAC certified. This one brought in all the cheese. And yeah, we're talking about $90,000. $90,000, $1.12. Yeah, might as well just say 90 grand. A 90 grand coin for a near perfect 130-year-old gold dollar. Woo! Wow. I saw this and I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy. It almost looks like a matte proof. That's how phenomenal it is. So, as we close, a lot of great inclusions in this week's Monday Market Report. Again, just to recap, varieties are soft. If you're looking to get some of those higher graded varieties, like your 72s, just about every denomination will offer up something of a relative bargain. I know I've said that word 3 or 4 times already in this video, but, that's just the way I feel about the way the market has trended since the beginning of the year. And I also mentioned at the beginning of the video that all of these coins were sold on Great Collections. Okay, we're starting to begin to see more higher end material get commissioned through this website, and Ian Russell and his team are doing a fantastic job making it happen. They are truly turning over every rock and accepting every consignment that they possibly can, and their efforts did not go unnoticed. I remember when this company came up on the scene as a online marketplace for coin and currency sales. You didn't see coins that sold for 18 grand or 90 grand. All right, they started from the bottom just like everybody else, and I'm happy to say that they're thriving in a big way. And a lot of coin collectors are going onto their weekly sales and their auctions to, bid as normal, just like if they were bidding on a Heritage Auctions, Legend, David Lawrence, Stax Bowers, you name it. Consider them, a really nice top-tier auction company. So that wraps up the Monday Market Report for the week ending January 27th. As always, the best way that you fellas can support me is just hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and come follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Usually I'll take these videos and I'll post them right away on the Twitter feed. But anyways, I appreciate all of your guys' long-time support. As always, discover together, man. That's the only way that we're going to make it happen. And I look forward to talking to you guys up on the next video. And I'll see you soon. Take care.